What's up here, gang? Thank you very much for being here today. I am making this video for me just as much as I am making it for you. I hope you find it informative. If you do, give it a like and make sure to subscribe. Also, guys, don't forget, I'm trying to sell 3 things from the Here Gang merch shop in the link in the description down below. That's the goal for the month of July. If you have spare funds and you find something that you like in the shop, you might want to think about getting it. It would go a long way, an absolutely long way in supporting me as a budding, hopeful content creator. It really, really would. Let's get into this video. Well. I am here and so are you. I want to talk about the wall. And if you've played gacha games or really mobile games in general, you will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. The wall of progression. Summoner's War is such a fun game. As I've heard and had this verified by other people, it's a very free-to-play friendly gacha game compared to, say, like Raid Shadow Legends, maybe Epic 7. Haven't played those games, so I have to take their word for it. But in my own experience, Summoner's War is it really does well with free-to-play players. It gives you tons of energy. It gives you lots and lots of crystals to keep going. I really like it. But in all gacha games, you cannot avoid the progression wall that's going to hit you. In the first 14 days, you can make absolutely ludicrous progression. You can have a Giants team. You can have your Steel Fortress team done. You can have, I mean, you can do so much in this game. You can 6-star a lot of units within the first 14 days. It's just fly, boom, 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 boom. I would honestly say for about the first month, it's really fast. You have so much to do, so much, rune quality to upgrade. Anytime you get a new rune, it feels like a victory, and it all happens very quickly. So there's going to be a point where that slows down. And like I said, I'm making this video for me as much as I'm making it hopefully for you guys. It's very easy for me to quit after that. And I have done that numerous times. Even on this own YouTube channel, I have abandoned accounts that I have created. So how do you avoid doing that? What are some things that you can do to help yourself? Okay, if you are a beginner player, maybe a returning player, the first thing I will say, the very first tip I will give you is for the first, let's say 3 months, 90 days of playing Summoner's War, you want to just keep your butt in Giants. Now for me, I know I'm kind of breaking my own rules because I'm trying to get a Dragons and Necropolis B12 team up and running primarily for content sake, honestly, just because I want to be able to showcase it. So my team is farming Necro B12 now. We did it in 2 minutes 12 seconds. I don't think I'm going to be able to do 10 runs of it. So I honestly kind of need to take my own advice and get back into Giants B12 simply because it is your home in this game. This account is 48 days old. Like I said, for about the first 3 months, you want to just park your butt in Giants. Get really fast Swift runes. Get strong Fatal and Blade runes to beef up your units. Despair runes are great for TOA if you have AoE units. It just drops tremendous rune sets. Energy starting out to get your units tanky. Energy runes are very helpful with that. You can't go wrong farming Giants. You can't go wrong. You could farm Giants exclusively and make it really far in this game. I really believe that's the case. So get your butt back in Giants. I know it's not glamorous. I know it may not be the advice you want to hear, but it's probably advice I need to hear, and maybe you do as well. Go home. Go home back to Giants. Tip number 2, and this is kind of a 2-parter. You never want your arena wings to stay at 10 out of 10. They take a while in order to recharge, and so you just don't. If this is sitting at 10 out of 10, this is not happening. You're wasting time. The same thing goes, this to me is even worse. This to me is much worse. If you let your dimensional hole energy sit 100 out of 100, you might want to think about uninstalling the game. I'm just kidding, but it's very bad. It takes 2 hours per energy to recharge. So go here, get your Naomi awaken, get your Bella and Crow and Spectra to second awaken. Just use this energy. Just use it. Eventually, it'll all add up into you second awakening units, which leads me in to the second part of this tip. Second awaken your units. Spectra, you can blast through TOA and a lot of TOA hard just by second awakening your Spectra. Crow and Naomi, massive damage dealers for giants. Insane damage dealers for giants. Rauk, great for raids, great for necro, great for just so many things. Rauk is an amazing unit. Second awaken your units. If you're not doing that, if you're not being very efficient with your dimensional hole energy, then you need to stop. See, here we go. This is where my account is right now. I am not quite able to farm Necro B12. We were able to beat it. We can beat it sometimes, but I can't leave it on repeat battle, and that frustrates me from a content perspective, because I want to make content about Necro and what team I use and blah blah blah. I'm just not there yet. Why? Well, because I need to go back to tip number 1 and just sit in giants and get better runes. That's how I myself am going to get out of this progression hole that I am in, just because I need to take my own advice and actually do it. Tip number 3, going back into the arena. You're going to basically live in arena. If repeat battle is going, fight in arena. Fight in arena, because you're going to want to upgrade. Well, first of all, get your Doublemon every week, Doublemon. But you're gonna want to upgrade these towers. They take a while. I understand. They take a while to upgrade. They used to take a lot longer, by the way. So I understand it's frustrating, but every level that you gain gives you stats, makes your unit stronger. They will all add up over time, resulting in you making better, faster, more consistent progression. Do not neglect farming arena. If you want to even do crystal refreshes to get more glory points, whatever you want to do, just do not neglect your arena. It's very, very important to start leveling up these towers. They're expensive. I only have 128, and like, they're expensive. But it's a time thing. It's a consistency thing. Are you consistently farming in arena or not? Tip number 4, 3, 4, something like that. Do TOA. TOA normal is, in my opinion, is very, very easy. If you have 2A Spectra, and let's see, if you have Vero, Spectra, Fran, Crow, you can beat TOA normal. It's actually very, very easy, and it drops crystals, scrolls, Rainbowmon, Devilmon. It just make sure you get TOA at minimum. Beat TOA normal 100. This is an amazing milestone in order to do this. And then as you can, chip away at TOA hard. If you want to make a 6-star, hey, look what's right here, 5-star Rainbowmon. Look what's right here, another Devilmon you can use to put in a skill up for a Nat 5 you've got. More crystals for energy farming. L&D scroll, you're probably not going to get anything from that. Legendary scroll, you might get something useful from that. Do not neglect TOA. You can farm TOA while your Giants team is going, or while you're doing scenario, leveling up units to 6-star them. You can do TOA in repeat battle. You can do arena while repeat battle is going. So if you haven't picked up on the theme here, typically you always want to have repeat battle going at all times, because you can do so much other stuff while it's happening. You're just doubling up on progression. You're beating TOA while farming runes. You're getting glory points while farming runes. You see, never have this. If you're playing, if you actually logged into Summoner's War, this is just a no-brainer. This is just constantly going and going and going whilst doing other things. So, I mean, the main thing that I will tell you, if you want to make progression in this game, and number 1, obviously you need patience. And number 2, you actually need to know that I may be stuck now, but if I log on and play, I won't be stuck for very long, because I'm playing, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm getting mana so I can power up the runes that I have. I'm farming giants, which means I'm getting an influx of runes that are going to help my units. You may be stuck now. Like I am currently stuck. I cannot farm Necro B12 reliably for now. But if I log on and I farm giants and I get mana, eventually I will be able to beat Necro B12, no problem whatsoever. That's just the nature of the game. You might be stuck for now. Always remember that. I hope that these tips were helpful to you. If you are a more veteran player than I am, you've been playing longer, leave a comment down below giving me your tips and tricks, and advice for players who are experiencing the progression wall. If I missed anything, I apologize. I just wanted to put this together for you because I think a lot of people need to hear it. I do a lot of content covering, the early game progression of Summoner's War because honestly, it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun blasting, getting to GB12 as fast as you can. And if you want to check out the fast-paced beginner series, I recommend that you do. Being able to farm dragons and getting the almighty coveted violent runes is also a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. But if you hit that progression wall and you quit, as I have numerous times, we're missing out on so much more content. We're missing out on so much more that Summoner's War has to offer. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you liked the video, make sure you like it and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. The Here Gang has been phenomenal. I hope you join the Discord so we can hang out with you outside of YouTube and really get to know you. Link is in the description down below. You guys take care of yourselves, all right? This is Uncle Nay, signing off.